Hello and welcome back to the channel. This is a Lupo GTI. Nice little car. Didn't realise anything about it. It's 2 inches longer and 2 inches wider than a normal Lupo. And stuff like the tailgate is the same, but it's in a different place. The parcel shelf is different. It's a homologation special. It's come in. I'll show the picture. I should have started filming when I started working on it, but this is what it looked like with the filter on. But I don't understand. It's filled, but there's nothing wrong with this bit. Like this corner here's gone, and there's a little hole by a drain underneath there. But what I assume it is filler. Is it just... it might just be like a rubbery coating type of thing. But it's not as... I don't think it's going to be as difficult as I was fearing. Because we've still got this corner, which is good. So, we can just sort of make a wrap around... Don't really want to come into this corner, but I'm going to have to go slightly higher to get the sound metal there. So what we're I've got a pen. I have got a pen. One moment, caller. What we'll probably do, something along, oh, it's not a really good pen. And then that's sound metal, so we come down in a straight line and then go along because there's a bit of rot underneath, and then tie it in somewhere like that, and then come up to here on this bit and then down, something along those lines. So be able to keep this dent here. Not dent, sort of dent. Oh, do we go there? That's flat now. Yeah, more like that. And then it comes underneath. So basically, do a folded piece. It does come out well. I have to look at the other side. I think, let's have a look at the other side while we're talking. Right, that's straight, we just come out a bit. And there's no edge on that. So, this is going to be folded by hand and type stuff, I think. So this is supposed to be straight. So we'll cut a piece and then go a bit wider further down, and then probably take it into this lovely stuff there. I have to dry it out, soaking. We did drive it down here in the ring. And then I think that only comes down as far as there. So weld down that corner, cut this off, recreate that hole. Might not be too bad. I don't know why I'm trying to keep that bit attached. It ain't gonna help, man. There's a bit of surface rust there on the inside, but I think we can live with that. Well, it's quite a pronounced dent underneath. The sill comes to a point there, so probably do it in 2 sections, and then that's the other hole there. So try and fold this flange back down so we can get up in and do that. Yeah, there's another plate to do at the back of the sill, but it's on the underneath. It's like the flange and out, so I ain't so concerned about that. This is the bit that was worrying me. think we might be alright-ish. So normal procedure, put some plates to cover the join. Hopefully this will have dried out tomorrow. I'll get a heat gun in there, get it so it is dry, get some rust treatment involved, and then it's just matching this curve coming down here, but even that shouldn't be too bad. I think that just comes to a square. It's easy if you say it fast. Right, let's make some paper templates and go from there. Yes. So what we ended up with is a sort of higgledy-piggledy. I'm going to cut this strip coming down here as well at the same time, and I'll weld down the corner and smooth it over. Assume this comes all the way to the bottom. So I'm going to cut this section out, try and get a rough bend coming down to this ridge, and then this inner repair, sorry, not looking where I'm pointing, filming where I'm pointing, this inner repair will be a separate piece. It'll be too hard to make that ridge. So I'll probably do this bit first, bring it down to there, and then weld this bit around, and then put that strip in last, perhaps. Right, I think we're getting there. It's not far off what I wanted. Left it proud this side so we can cut that down and match the profile to the other side. It goes all the way to the ridge. We need to correct the profile underneath a little bit. I think this needs to be slightly flatter, but it's not far off. So what I'm going to do is clean all my existing pen marks off. Cut it to suit this, and then put like I say, joining plates everywhere, and that should get rid of that nasty bit down there, and then we'll end on this ridge, say fix the inner bit, and then the last section will just be this flange coming down to this corner. That's quite a statement from next door. You want the nipples. Right, yeah, get some clean all this pen mark out, mark it to match this little bit we made, and happy days. Good morning, we're back. So it turns out this bit is good when you get up to there, but this little bit that was going to be part of my repair is not very good. So I'm gonna, it's pretty much dried out inside now. Get a bit of rust treatment involved, then put a piece in there behind, plug weld that around, and then take this out and fill this corner in, then where the repair panel can go on. But if I bring it so it can be my bridging piece as well, so I'm going to bend something roughly the same as that and see how we go. Okay, so this looks bad, but we're getting in now. We're getting into some, I've still got to fix this little corner, and I need to cut a strip to come down here, but I've just took, that's the existing flangey bit, so got that off. I've just cut, oh, where's the other bit gone? Oh no, oh, it is. That's this section which goes in there, so I'm going to make that as one piece. So I'm going to fold a 90 on a little section and then mark out that. Should be lovely. Clean up this flange. I'm going to put some rust treatment in here now, and then cut the bit to come down here, and then I think we're getting somewhere. So come back when this is cleaned up and treated. Alright, I think we're getting somewhere. So we've got a bridging piece to go inside there to bridge the joint. This is that piece to go there, which needs to go up a little bit. I need to improve that bend, but with the bridging piece I can push on it. So we've got that. As we said, the bridging piece to go in there. And then I'm just going to cut a strip to go down here, which is going to go up to that section, tie in there, come down. So I'm going to leave that bit plus side, so I can mark the profile on it, plus size. So I can mark the profile on it, and then that will tie into the bottom of that section. Should make sense when we start welding. But first, we're going to disconnect the battery, which she said is in the boot. So yeah, do that before we start doing any welding. I don't want to blow anything up. Oh, that's interesting. It's this very thin metal. It's very thin metal anyway, before you start trying to do stuff. So thank God we got the Artec. That's set for some doors I did the other day. So we're going to be much more down in this sort of region. Yeah, battery. I haven't found my other torch because this one's going to go flat in a minute. I'm going to be naffed. Oh, I got my new welding torch. Oh, yeah, right. Show you this in a second. Right, starting to get somewhere. This metal weld's horrible for some reason. Big, massive, but obviously I'll all grind off nice, so I'm not worried. So this section's in. It's got some structure to it. I'm going to try and put some bead across here, but I don't know actually how good it is. So we're going to put this curve section in now. And because we've braced it, don't really have to worry too much about the you'll see what I mean in a minute. Right, let's see how this bit fits. Right, it might not look very pretty yet, but we are getting there. I need to run a grinder up this cut just to relieve it a little bit, and then when this is all welded in, cut down there to give us the profile, and then stitch this new piece in, and then go across the bottom. But we're quietly confident-ish. That's a bit out there. I think it's because that piece has gone in. That should be alright. Time we've stitched round, we're good. I think. It's not really come out as quite as nice as I hoped, but he does want to put a skimmer. I got to grind a little bit more of some of these high spots. I've seam welded across the bottom inside, so I just need to grind that down to make it a edge. And I've tacked this in. I need to open that gap up slightly. Probably put another couple of tacks on. Then I'll grind this edge off to make the curve, and I think we're getting there, just about. Don't know, he seems like a bit of a perfectionist, so we'll see, but he wanted to put a skimmer filler on it. I have made a slight dent there, because I had a little high spot, but this metal is super thin, so he'll have to fill that. But yeah, could be better, but could be worse. And we, not like I've got to grind there and grind this flush, and there's a couple of plugs to do underneath. I think I've got the curve pretty good. I could do with a bit more coming off it. There, it's a bit of a lump. But I'm pretty It's not too bad. So here's some rust treatment on the inside. Grind this edge so we've got a lip or a line that runs down. It's seam welded on the inside, so I should be able to grind that down to this where I want it to be. Then there's a bit more here which needs doing, which I don't know what I'm going to do with that really, but we'll have a look at that in a second. And then a bit at the back. So it's 2 o'clock. Should be okay. Should be okay. This is going to be a little bit more difficult than I thought. I thought that hole was a drain hole, but it's not. So I'm going to have to put a section in here. I have to speak to him now and see whether he wants it like plated or super flush. It's also got loads of underseal stuff. And someone's jacked it up with a trolley jack. So I'm going to try straighten the seam and then have a look at making a plate to go in there. This bit's done. Happy with this bit. Line of the sill's pretty good. That's all tied in. It's all solid. Bit of primer on that. We're good. Yeah, just got to do something with this now. And I'm horribly concerned that when I try and straighten this, it might fall off. Let's have a go. So these holes underneath are just going to be plates because he said you can't see it. And take a little bit more off this edge here, and then I should be able to hide the weld in the on the corner. Grind it off. Should be lovely. Plug weld across the bottom, seam front and back, job done. And then I've made, oh, where's that come? Well, we got the one for the back done, but I needs to be twiggered. So we'll do a little update when we've completely finished and it's all seam sealed and stuff. Yeah, it's not too bad. Okay, I just filled a couple of pinholes with seam sealer. I'm going to cut this off and then sand it down, which is what I've done here. I need to take a little bit more off that bit. Patches in, it's there or thereabouts. Patch is a patch. It's not a proper cut it out job. That one I haven't ground down yet. It's quite hard to weld upside down. Maybe it's not if you're really good at welding. I don't know. Starting to doubt myself a bit at the moment. Yeah, maybe I could take a bit more off that. Well, no, it's pretty good. And does what we need it to do. So grind the back one down, get rid of this seam sealer, put a bit more seam sealer across our front edge and across the back edge. Same on the repair on the back, and then stick a bit of anti-corrosion primer on it, wheel arch liner back on, wheel on the floor, out the door. But I'll show you when I got some primer on. So I think painting is not very good. Not really a painter. I think we are done. I've seam sealed front and back, ground down the edge. It's pretty good. Back is livable with. Yeah, welding underneath upside down is horrible, but yeah. Put a bit of treatment, put a bit more treatment on this bit where I've peeled the underseal off, and wheel arch liner back on, and like when this is dried I'll probably put another coat on this bit in case it's raining when he's driving home. And I've put some paint, need to put a bit more in there, and a bead of seam seal across the bottom to keep it all together. Yeah, I think that'll do us. I'm mostly covered in bits of Volkswagen and metal again. Lovely. Okay, it doesn't look that good now, but it needs a skimmer filler just to finish it off. All the repairs there are sweet. wheel arch liner back on. You see it, one of the plastic screw locatory things to go in there, and back is all sweet. Wheels back on, so the wheel arch liners in, so you need to torque this up when it's back on the floor, and we are done. So I don't know if, did I say about this car? If I have, I'll finish the video now. If I haven't, which thank you for watching, hope you've enjoyed. If I haven't mentioned, it's a homologation special, 800 ever made. It's 2 inches longer, 2 inches wider than a standard Lupo. It's got fly-by-wire throttle, cable gear, it's basically Audi TT stuff. It's 50-50 perfect weight distribution. What else did he say? I don't know, there was a load of other stuff, but just as, yeah, all right. Job done. Bye-bye. And bye-bye.